Welcome everyone to the Maple and Blossom podcast, episode 36, and this is our continuation of the Love Live Sunshine, season 2. I'm one of your hosts, Blossom, as always, and we have co-host Maple.
Hello, everyone. Welcome into today's episode. I just want to jump in. Like, this is so bad.
Okay,
It's just so bad.
let's get going. So, episode 14, the second season starts with Chica running late, which is
Normal.
Of course, it is normal. We found out that they did not make it to nationals. Good.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. They didn't put any work. They tried to realistically rush everything, rush the outfit designs. Like, they had nothing planned with like weeks to go before the event. Like, what did they realistically expect to happen?
And we also get a quick notification that another Love Live is starting.
Yep.
And they would reach, and their goal is to make it to the nationals this year. So we actually do see them warming up a bit. We also see a bit of Johanna's mother. Her cousin is great. I put in capital letters, please Mary stop speaking English here. Like, oh my god, it's just so annoying.
It was
throughout this
so
whole
bad.
season.
It was so bad through this.
I cannot speak Japanese. I'm just like, oh, why?
You can't speak English either.
You can't speak. You're right. You cannot. So we see that Mary worries about something and is kind of struggling to tell the girls.
Yeah.
And they look for a place to perform and practice a little bit. So you can jump in whenever you want.
Yeah, you kind of see this reoccurring theme where Mari seems to be getting phone calls, and you can see her yelling at somebody on the phone saying, "You promised you'd wait," and that's about as far as the conversation goes that we see so far. And then we kind of see again, like, throughout this whole like practice session, and Mari's looking distracted. Conan kind of picks up on all of it, and you see her throughout the series. She does a reoccurring theme where she has a spot on a dock that she kind of shines a light and lets Mari know. It's visible to Mari from her room, and it lets her know somebody wants to talk to her. So she goes out and she sees that it's Conan, who basically asked her about it because she's like, "Look, I know something's up," and she kind of like lets her know that the decision is basically final. They can't reverse the decision. That the school's gonna be closing. They're canceling the open house, and they're gonna stop recruiting for next year, and that's pretty much it.
So when the girls find out in the next scene, I was like, Chica is really stupid. She's like, well, I'll just go to America and talk to Mary's father.
I know.
Can you just talk to him on the phone? Like, what are you doing? Like, yeah.
Well,
go ahead.
I don't think you showing your enthusiasm in person is gonna really like do anything. But again, it shows the impulsiveness and the recklessness of her, right? Like we talk about those overly optimistic characters. I can just do anything. I try. I'll do it.
It would all work. It will all be okay, sort of thing.
I'll refuse to give up, and it's like, no, it's like this is just stupid.
And the girls
worst part
is,
well, I was gonna say the worst part is they ask her like, how are you gonna get there, and she's, I'll ask for an advancement in my allowance and save up. Really? You're gonna go to America by saving up your allowance? Really?
And also, right? Like, does Chica even know English? Like, that's another thing, right? Like, it's just like, if you don't know the language, like, why are you even like? Whatever.
And the other thing is we don't even know the nationality of Mari's father. It's like, maybe he's not even Japanese. Maybe he's American. The hell do we know?
So the girls kind of ponder if things would have been different if they were able to win the Love Live. So they kind of put a little bit of blame on themselves. And then Mary
Yeah.
actually makes the official announcement at the school. I put nothing much more is noted in this episode. I don't know. At the end, Chica proclaims that they're gonna make a miracle happen. If you want to, like, if you have something to add into
That's
this
it.
episode, okay,
There's
perfect.
nothing.
Okay.
There's
You,
nothing. Like literally, that's all she does. She gets up in the morning and runs into the school, yelling her feelings and saying that she's gonna make a miracle happen. That's it.
yeah. So you want to start off with episode 15 or episode 2 of this season?
Yeah, the second season. Yeah, so it starts off with again Mari having another conversation with her father, and she gets him to agree that they will reconsider if they can get if they can recruit 100 students.
Hmm.
So the girls are initially like, "Oh God, what are we gonna do?" Because like they only had like 10 applicants. So now they realize now we got to go from 10 to 100. So at first they're all like a little discouraged, and then of course Chica steps up and is like, "Okay, but at least now we have a chance, right?" So she's like, "At least we have something." So now they're sitting down trying to worry about what they're gonna do for the prelims and that. And
Okay.
again, this is the part that annoyed me so much about this, so much. So Chica is expressing the fact that she's struggling to come up with a song. And Yu is also saying she's struggling to come up with 9 outfits. In like 9 outfits now for people, right? Because it's not just
Hmm.
for 3 of them anymore, it's for the 9 of them, right? So then they decide Mari ends up telling them about what they used to do for their stuff. And it says that, oh, Conan used to help write songs and the dancing, and then I composed the music, and Dia and Ruby did all the outfit. Why were you putting it all on these girls then? If every one of
If
you had the
you,
ability
that's the
to
thing, is
do
like,
it,
and all the other girls are seeing these girls struggle, and they're just like they're like, oh well, we're not just gonna say anything.
and not one of them
I just
offered to
don't.
help? It's like,
I
what
just
what are
don't
we
get it.
doing?
So dumb. So yeah, like you said, they. I really don't like Johanna's like fallen angel personality. Like I'm tired of it. Everything out of her mouth for the whole second half of this show is just fallen angel this, fallen angel that, my little demons this. I'm just like,
Oh
that's
yeah,
the only thing you ever say. It doesn't add anything at all to the story at all. Like, oh, stop it. It's so annoying. So the girls split up into groups and they try to come up with inspiration, just
yeah.
like the girls from Muse did back then, right? And you know what? These girls don't even get anywhere. They end up just eating and watching TV. Like, again, they get nothing accomplished at all.
Yeah,
Again.
well, they split up into groups, and their groups that they split up to is it's Chica, Rico, and you. You guys will go do your own thing. Even though you're the one struggling, you're gonna go and do your own thing by yourself. And then the other 6 of us are gonna go write our own song, and then we'll compare the 2 songs and see which one's better.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
like,
you have to. Then
I'm
they.
like, how does that make any sense? We're
And then they're like.
struggling to come up with something, so you guys go continue doing that then.
So they like start changing location and they're still struggling to come up with inspiration. And then Mary
Yeah,
plays this garbage rock song apparently that
because
I
they're
was like,
trying to change up their
oh my
genre. They're trying to
god.
mix up their genre.
And then finally the girls realize like, oh, critical thinking is what they lack. Because each girl just stays close to the girls like in their year, right? Like the first years are together, the second year stay together, and the third year stay together.
Yeah,
So they get trying to get a little bit closer by doing like these little activities where they start off with dodgeball and Mary just absolutely destroys all of them. Like
oh,
she just
absolutely.
is, she just literally murders
It
them.
reminded me so much of the pillow fight
Hmm.
with where she goes crazy and starts throwing the pillows around. Umi, yeah. But this one here, it annoyed me too because like the little like outings they're doing to try to get them to kind of get to know each other. The entire time they're still just sticking in their groups. The first years are still together, like the dodgeball. It was the first years against the third years.
I don't understand why
Sa-
anyone thought that would have been a great idea. That
Same
is
as like in
so
the
bad.
bathhouse, it's the same thing. In the library, it's the same thing. Like all their outings they go through, they're all still stuck together in their same groups. It's like how is it supposed to do anything to foster anything?
So now they end up what? They end up at a shrine, right?
They get caught in the rain coming out of the bathhouse.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, they go to a shrine to kind of wait out the rain, and
Yeah,
it's Hanamaru's family knows the owner, and they basically say like, I don't live here, so you guys can just use it.
and then they realize like they don't really get along very well. Like as a group, they really don't. And that's another thing that I've noticed too with this one. That's completely different. Like the last group, they all kind of did get along. Like first year, second years, and third year, they all did get along. They had their cliques, but they were like really compatible as a group. Where these girls are just
Yep.
absolutely not, and they still struggle to come up with lyrics. So another thing too that is weird is this episode was just all over the place, and so much of it felt forced. I just didn't
Yeah.
like this episode at all.
No, neither do I. So at the end of the episode, they end up writing a song, and then we see
Which
Mari
again,
getting
I
another
cannot
call.
believe they actually did.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's just it. Because again, you never see it. That's the problem that I have with this series in general. Is you never see them doing anything. Like their practice training, you might see 30 seconds or the tail end of a 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. We go good practice for the day.
Yeah, and then
That's
they
it.
fall down tired. Like, oh my
And then they
god.
fall down exhausted because they have no fucking cardio. Like they're not. They don't train in the mornings and night like Muse ever did. They don't do any other training basically realistically at all. But yet somehow they're able to pull off these high cardio fucking high energetic fucking dance routines.
Language.
Like Chica, I'm gonna will this extreme dance move. I'll just keep practicing it over and over again. There's one part. Oh, I'll get to that when we get to it. 'Cause it's coming up. But yeah, so Mari gets a phone call at the end, and then we go over to episode 3, which starts with them being told that the open house is postponed for a week, and it's now going to be the same day as the Love Live qualifiers, the prelims.
I thought it was closed. I thought they cancelled it.
No, they opened it up again because he made a deal with Mari.
Oh, that was because that was like okay, we have to open it because the 100. Okay, I get that now. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Because now he was
the
like, okay, I'll
problem is
let you guys. It was because they're so wishy-washy with it. They go back and forth with it.
that's the thing. So okay, yeah, but yeah, of course the open house is the same day as the Dub Dive because they had to push it back a week, right? Because of the weather.
Yeah, because of the rainstorm, the roads were too bad.
I feel like that is such a stretch.
Well, yeah, because it was barely raining. It was like a little rain, like it was like a couple hour rain. And it was barely any wind. There's barely anything, but apparently there was all this stuff.
Again, it's like make it like you could have even wrote a typhoon, like just
I know.
something like a typhoon
I know.
came and knocked stuff onto the road, and like they had to wait for things to get be like do something like that. And it's like I know what they were doing here because they were trying to have their. It was the same thing when Muse ends up performing Snow Hedation, right? Where 3 of the girls are stuck at the scooter. Like this is kind of what the same thing was, but no, they have 2 performances now in a day, right? And Shiga said
Yeah.
that they can take Mary's helicopter so we can get there on time. And Mary is just like, no, I don't want to ask my dad for help. I don't want to ask my family for help. I don't want to ask anyone for help. Like,
We have to do this all on our own.
ourselves. Like, you utilize the things you have around you to aid you. Like, please. Like,
I
I
know.
just don't understand when she's like, we have to do everything ourselves. We have to do everything ourselves.
Same. I was like, I didn't fully get that either. I was like, okay, whatever.
So they have a
So,
lottery for the performance.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Johanne chooses, and she gets number 24, I guess, which is like right in the middle of the live thing. So now they're really worried. Also, throughout this episode, Chica is just running on the rooftops.
I know.
Why? She never did this before, and she never does it after this. It's just like in this one episode. And it's like, what's the point? Why?
I know.
You can't. So you're telling me this girl cannot run up steps, but she can jump from house to house?
I know.
Okay, like what? Like, this is
Like
what I'm
it's
talking
stupid.
about.
It's stupid. So they end up coming up with a plan where they're gonna do basically split shows. Where like half of them are gonna perform at one location, and the other half is gonna perform at the other location.
Hmm.
So then when they go to do their performance, the other girl said, "No, we're all gonna perform as one, and they'll just show up together anyways."
Okay, so this is what I have a problem with. So we never see these girls training. They
Nope.
split up. So now the choreography is for them to be split up. Now you're gonna add an extra 4 or 5 people to your choreography. It's like
Yeah.
that. There was no time like to change it that late. It just would not have made sense. They would not like. I just don't think it would have worked.
And it's gonna work perfectly. Because that's how it goes. They got plot armor. So
Okay, I will say they do all perform together. I really like
yes.
the outfits, and this song is easy the best one in the entire series.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
love
it
the
is.
traditional Japanese meets J-pop song they
Okay.
have here.
To be fair, I think a song later on in the series would have been up there too, but they
They ruined
again
it.
managed to
I
mess
know
that up.
exactly which one. Yeah,
I know.
that one too. This one and that one could have been both like fantastic. This one
Yep.
like actually ends up like being good. Like
Yep.
it's the best, but yeah,
So
it almost recreated the illusion of Snow Nation for me. Like the
yeah.
episode was kind of the same copy and paste of that episode. I'm like, so they actually delivered with the song as well. But yeah.
Yeah, so then they leave and they're trying to rush to the open house now. Luckily for them, they think of the orange grove, the Mandarin Grove, and they decide to take the roller coaster through the orange field.
Well, yeah, because earlier in the episode they were talking about like how the city is like
Yeah,
known for like orangey, right?
yeah.
Mandarin. So Chica was looking at it and she kind of had that idea. Like once you saw her face, I was like, okay, so they're probably going to use that to get back, which I thought was
Well, she
stupid
starts
idea.
yelling, "That's the idea. That's it. That's it. Oranges. Oranges is the answer."
It's yeah. It's like what the heck are you talking about? Anyway.
I know. Yeah, so they ride the orange roller coaster, and it takes them to the open house, and
And
they
of
end up
course
making
they
a
make it.
performance.
Yeah, hi. And that's the end of this episode.
I don't understand why they couldn't just televise the Love Live event.
Yeah. You don't know that's a very good point, right?
Like,
I
just stream it. They literally tell you about 18,000 times that Love Live is now the regionals and the finals are streamed nationally. They tell you this constantly, so it's like, why couldn't you have just set up a projector and like shown it?
Yeah, the Skuru, right? Like they could have
Yeah,
performed at the actual Dub Live because it was like you said, it was like national like televising, right? So I don't understand why, like you're right, like they should have just showcased that at like put it in the gymnasium, right? And
that's
then
what I
like have
mean.
everyone go there and then they can watch in the gymnasium, right? Like that was such an easy fix.
I
And
know.
that's the thing that's so frustrating with this series in general is like you could see the ideas they had. You can
Yeah,
see that they were good because they already made a good show with all of these ideas, but the execution this time around just failed almost every single time. Just time and time
Well,
again, they just failed.
the biggest issue that I have with it is they don't put in enough training hours. They never work on their core strength. They never work on their stretching, really. They do some light warm-up stretching that you would see them doing in like regular gym class. That's it. You never really see them do much of anything else. The few times you see them doing any kind of stretching, they can't do any stretching at all. They're not flexible. Like, I swear 98% of them. None of them have cardio outside of Conan at all. They can barely run up a flight of steps and they're out of breath. And they have to stop and take breathers. They barely write their songs in time. They barely have their outfits. They barely have dance routines. You never see them train, and then magically they're winning. Magically they're just ready to go on Showtime. Is it what are we doing? Like, how does this make any sense?
Speaking of which, episode 17 opens up with them making it as the top group of the region, which again,
That's what I mean. Top group at that.
Top group.
Muse never made it as top group.
No, they barely passed. Like, they made it into top 3, which is what they had to. Well, they did win with Snow Hydation. They did actually win that one. Like, because they had to, right? So that would make sense. But, like, yeah, the first time they make it past, right? They barely made it. And, like, every time this group does something, they're always, like, first. It's like, it just... it makes no sense. So
I know.
they also realize now that they have no money, after putting on 2 events in one day, like, yeah, good job. Again, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, so now they're broke and they're looking for ideas as to what to do about money.
So they
initially asked Mari, who's like, I can't ask my parents for money. We can't let them help us.
I can't. Maddie might be my most. No,
Yohane and Mari are pretty much up there.
Yeah, Yohane and Mari are probably the worst.
Yeah.
And that's saying a lot because I really do not like Chica either.
Yeah. I know. Then there's Dia.
Dia's like, she's probably the most middle, I guess.
Beep, beep, beep.
Never mind. I died. Yeah, you're right. I am wrong. She's at the bottom. She does, like, all of their little quirks, like the Zaru. Who fucking says Zaru? Oh.
Zura. I know.
Who's the one who says Zura? It is
Hanamaru.
Yeah, Hanamaru.
That's why they call her Zuramaru.
Again, it's like, what are we doing? It's like you're just making these weird noises, and then Yohane with the, oh yeah, my fallen angels told me I have to do this.
Yeah,
like, oh my
angels.
God, can we stop?
My little demons. And then of course with Mari, with Ruby, they even tried with her little quirk of, I'll do my Rubesti.
Yeah,
I'll do my Rubesti. Okay. It's like, okay, guys, just stop. Let's just stop. So, at the early part of this, they're getting all excited, coming up with ideas, and they call Mari and Conan-chan. Mari-chan and Conan-chan. And they call Dia-san. And Dia's starting to get jealous because she wants to get closer to the other girls. Because she wants to be called Dia-chan. Which is just a reoccurring theme throughout this. So they're going through and they're trying to find ways to make money. So they open up a shop where they're like, well, at first they go to start looking for part-time work, and they're talking about that. And Dia says it's not a good idea because it would limit their time to practice. Practicing they do, I have no freaking clue. But apparently it's going to limit what their 5 minutes of training they do a day.
So instead of having 5 minutes, now they're going to have no minute.
2. So now, and then it goes to Dia daydreaming again of having a close relationship with the girls and them calling her Chan.
Mm-hmm.
So they end up setting up a shop to sell things.
Which, again, doesn't work.
No, so they're selling off their stuff. So this little child goes up to Chica and asks her like, would you take like 1,000 yen for this kind of thing? And then Chica's like, yeah, yeah, okay. And she like sells her like the doll.
I think it was
And
like, was it?
maybe it
I
was
don't even
higher.
think
I
it was
don't know.
1,000. I think it was like
It was like
just
500
5
something
yen.
stupid.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
500
it was
yen.
a small amount. She's like, this is all I have, and then Chica just takes it. And then Dia scolds her like, look, what are you doing? Like, we're trying to actually make money here to like be able to perform. Like, what are you doing? Kind of thing, right? So then she decides to. This other girl goes out and asks her like, "Yo, that's the word." She was like, "Yeah, would you take 1,000 for this?" She's like, "Beat, beat, beat." She's like, no, it's too much. That's too little. The price is firm. We can't go any lower because these are precious items. Even though they're used, they're in really good condition.
And they complain how they have no money.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're just going on and on about this nonsense. So, of course, it flops, and they can't. It flops, and they don't have any money. So then you see, I get so fired. I get so mad at this one. So you end up asking them to help at an event at the aquarium. Apparently, they're the only ones working at the aquarium because apparently they don't even have animal trainers or people to deal with the animals. They're just gonna leave these high school girls to feed the sea lions and watch the penguins and stuff. Like,
I also had like huge problem with this. Like, I wouldn't mind if there was like the adults there, right? Like showing them like, oh, this is how
yes,
you feed them, and like, oh,
thank
like
you,
in the
thank you for coming by
kitchen.
and help. Thank
Like,
you
I
for
can
coming by and
understand.
help.
Like, if they
Wash
wanted
the
to,
dishes, take
Mhm.
orders.
That's easy, right? Like they don't really
Yeah,
like, yeah, but like they have someone working the cash register, right? Like an adult will be working cash register to watch over the girls, like take the orders and like clean
yeah.
dishes, and then like you could have another like even like you could have someone who's working there and like, oh yeah, like have one of the girls in the mascot though, right? Like that was cute. Who was that?
You.
Hana. Oh, you. Yeah, you was in the I thought the costume was cute, right? Like, but it's like there was no adults. The thing is, this anime just showcased no adults like at all,
Mhm.
and that
Yeah.
was a huge problem that it failed with. And I know a lot of anime have this thing where they don't really showcase adults, and that's like it's like
But
okay,
there's
but
a
the
right time and
way,
place. There's
yes,
still a right time and place
exactly,
for it,
Mhm.
right?
And they just
And it's
failed miserably in this one, in my
like it's
opinion.
not believable that an aquarium for money that make money off this is just gonna let these high school girls manage the animals. Like it's just stupid. It's just stupid. So Dia's trying to make small talk with the girls because she's trying to get them to open up to her, and they end up just thinking she's mad at them because they're like, we don't understand why she's trying to do this,
Well,
right?
yeah, because she's struggling to be casual because her personality is more like strict and direct and like straightforward, right?
Yeah,
She's more like,
yeah.
okay, let's get to work, let's get this done, sort of thing, right?
Well,
So like
exactly.
now
It's
when
like you.
she's
That's what
trying to
you do all the time. So you do all the time to me. Come on, let's get this done. Let's get the podcast done. Come on, do this. Stop being a clown.
yeah, stop being a clown. So yeah, and also like of course the girls are just not very good at all at any of the jobs they do. Like I don't understand. Like, dude, the dishes like there was just soap like everywhere. I'm like, this is a disaster.
He's falling all over the floor. It's like 6 feet high. I'm like, how do you get bubbles like this? Like, what are we doing? So then we go and we see Ruby and Rico decide they're gonna go feed the sea lions.
Yeah, the girl who is scared of dog, like yeah, let's have her work with the animal.
Yeah,
Again,
and then
it's like why? Like
Ruby the
their
shy,
decision, yeah, and Ruby is extremely shy. Like their
the
decision
shy
making is
timid
so
character.
bad.
I know. I'm like watching this. I'm like, oh, what are we doing? So then she's like, oh yeah, and look, they gave me a trainer whistle too. This is great. It's like, you don't even know the commands. What good is the trainer whistle? Like, I'm like, this is just so dumb. So they get scared, of course, naturally, and Rico gets scared because she sees that it looks like a dog,
Which I don't. I sure. I don't
and
know. Like,
and then
come
it
on.
like runs away. And as Rico runs with the fish, the sea lion obviously chases him because it's like, it's my food, like, get back here. So Ruby and them end up scaling some steps to avoid the sea lion, and then Dia ends up like blowing the whistle and like calling it away, showing again she's like Miss Reliable. And then they go out, and the one adult that's there is apparently the teacher running like a, I don't know, like a school thing where like the elementary school is like visiting the aquarium, I guess.
Okay, this was like this part was good. Like, this is what they should have been doing.
I know.
Like, this was the only part of the episode I'm like, wow, that's actually realistic. Wow.
I know. So
And that
then
was
we
with
see,
you in like the costume in front of the
yeah,
yeah.
yes,
in
with the
front of
balloons and
yeah, see, that was cute. That was like that was good.
well, yeah, well, like I said, that's all they should have been doing to begin with. Is doing that, like, okay, I'm going to have them be like the mascot, have them take orders, have them hand out flyers, like, do bare basic stuff that would be like for teenagers.
See, and another good thing, another showcase thing, they could have been in their idol uniforms, also promoting their school and them being an
You
idol
think?
group. Like, oh yeah, we like and the aquarium could have done something like, oh yeah, the winners of like the regionals is
From
helping
this
out for
school is
this
gonna
day.
do a
Yeah,
performance.
yeah, and they could have done like aquarium performance or something too, right?
I know,
Like they could have
right?
helped out during the day, and then they could have had performance like at the ending, right? Like there was a easy fix for this episode, and that's like I said this earlier. Like that's the problem. There were just small, easy fixes that you could have done in each of these episodes to make
Yep.
them good, and they just chose the wrong choice every time.
Well, yeah, and that's just it. And like a lot of this is just like, again, they picked like a dumb theme for the episode, which is like this one. Dia wants to be called Dia-chan, and that's the theme for this episode. And then it's just a slice of life stuff where again it shows them not training, not working, not doing anything. And for what? Just so Dia can be called Dia-chan? That's it?
It's
Like,
bad,
that's
right?
it?
It's so bad.
It's like, what are we doing? So yeah, in the end, they finally tell her, you don't have to act weird. You just act yourself. And then they all stand there and yell Dia-chan at her, and it gets her all excited.
Well, the girls said like they're thankful because they know that like Dia will like they're thankful
Oh,
to
I
have
know.
Dia around because like because she always has our back, right? But yeah,
Oh, I know.
and they called it Dia-chan, and then of course
It's like boo.
it's like the first 2 minutes of episode is like this is the problem, and then the whole episode is revolved around this one problem, and then it gets resolved at the end, even if the resolve does not make sense to happen. Like that's my biggest thing.
I know.
So, it's just like
Like,
what
it's
are we
just
doing?
dumb.
So, okay, I will say episode 18 I think is my least favorite. Like episode 18 is so bad. This is the one with Johanne, right, with the dog. Where like, so in the beginning, are you done with the last episode? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done. I don't think this is the one. Is this the one with the dog?
That's what I have. I put because it's
Yeah,
raining
yeah,
when
yeah.
they leave.
Yeah.
So Johanna continue. She's like, oh yeah, I don't need a ride because of some ridiculousness again.
Well,
and,
it's her regular stuff, but in the end, she basically tells them that she lives nearby. So basically, her house is nearby this location.
mm,
So she's okay. She'll just walk, right? So yeah, she loses her umbrella. It blows away, and then she chases the umbrella for a while. And then where the umbrella ends up getting stuck, she takes it out and she looks in and she sees something. And she's kind of like, oh! And then that's basically where that part comes through. And then next they're holding a meeting to pick a theme for the Love Live, because again, of course, they have nothing. Weeks away and they have nothing still.
it's great. They're so great. They're so great.
So they're picking a theme because they have nothing. And then after this, we see that Yohane had found a dog. And we see her caring for the dog.
Well, yeah, we also see Yuriko, like she kind of tries
found
practicing
it.
petting she tries petting Chica's dog. But then Rico also sees the stray dog and then finds out that Johanna, like you said, is taking caring of it. And then this is like Johanna is like, well, I can't take it home, and Chica already has dog, and none of the other girls can have dog. Oh yeah, you can have the dog, even though you're scared of dog. I'm like, when I
Yeah,
saw
you're the
that,
only
I
one who
was
could
just
do it.
like,
I know.
why? Why?
Because again, the general theme for this episode was Rika was going to get over her fear of dog. And it's like that. It's like, again, instead of showcasing the training, like they literally waste 75% of this episode showcasing this dog. Like, I'm like, what are we doing? So she ends up taking the dog home with her, and we see like little interactions with her and the dog
Where
where
she has to like open the door with the string because she's too afraid to be in the same room as the dog. And then when the
yeah,
dog starts trying to run after her, because of course that's how
or
dog
walk
is.
towards her.
But yeah, walking towards her, she freaks out and closes the door. Like, what are we
I know.
doing here?
So then she realizes, she thinks back to what Chica said, where the dogs can spot a friend from an enemy, and unless they're really already trying to attack you right away, you're probably a friend, right? So they're not going to hurt you. So she opens the door and starts like trying to making ground with the dog. So we see them hosting a small training session. How much they go through, who knows? Because we only ever see the tail end of their training. You either literally see them stretch for 20 seconds, or you see them flopping down on the ground at the end, showcasing they're dead tired at the end of their whatever training session they're doing, because you never see any of it. So next we see Rico is with the dog again, and making significant grounds with the dog, like becoming friendly. And Yohane shows up and says she's going to take the dog now. And then the two of them start arguing over who's going to get ownership of the dog.
Again, I'm just sick and tired of this fallen spirit, like fallen angel act from
I know.
Yohane. I'm just sick and tired of it.
I know.
And she's so fixated on this like stray dog. She stays out late, like trying to wait for it, right? And like you said,
Well, no. So here's what happens. So as they're fighting, they get shown a flyer saying that the dog's missing, and here's the owner. So they call the owner and they return it to the rightful owner, which is a little girl. And now they're sad because of the dog. The dog's gone, so now they're sad. So they go training. So they go training. Or the girls are trying to go training, and they see the two of them drawing pictures of the dog in the sand at the school field, and being sad about the dog. So instead of training, they go stalking the dog, and they're like waiting outside of his house, constantly trying to like see the dog. What? Why did they have to showcase the dog like this?
we're not going to talk about that.
So they finally see the dog, and
there was another anime. I don't know if we.
I know
we watched it together. We watched it together, but it wasn't on the podcaster. I don't think.
I know, but
I don't know why.
I don't know why they showcase the dog like this. Anyways, they finally see the dog, and that's like a final chapter of their lives of the dog.
And then at the end, it makes full circle where Rico tries to get closer to Chica's dog again.
Yeah.
Makes like some progress.
I guess.
Like this episode, like if you skip this episode,
you're not missing anything.
You would literally, it would not matter.
No.
And that's the problem, is you can skip so many. So there's 13 episodes, there's 26 episode total, right?
Yeah.
You could probably skip like 8. Like there's
easily.
8 episode easy, like, and I'm being nice.
Which is like filler.
You could probably skip more.
Oh yeah. Like
A short
it's just
series
so
like this,
dumb.
there's no reason for there to be this much filler episode. Like, if there was parts in each episode that were like filler, that's one thing. But when it's just full episodes,
Yeah, I know.
it's just over the top.
Oh no.
So episode 19 is beginning with Maddie revealing that the time is running out and they only have 57 out of 100 applicants so far. And
Yeah.
we actually see the girls practicing a bit. And then Kanan is in frustration, like you see her in frustration of their previous failed group, right? And so she goes to throw her dance formation notebook into the water, and then Mary jumps into the water to retrieve it. It's like, what? Why?
He doesn't even save it. I'm like, it's still going in the water anyways.
It's still a disaster. Exactly. It's all like soaking wet and whatever.
Like it's still ruined anyways. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, so they go through and they're showcasing this to the other members, and they're like, because they keep pushing different things, like they have to do something different. They have to do something because they realize they're at a disadvantage because they're the school with the lowest amount of students. So they're at like a massive disadvantage. So the girls agree to do the dance number and do that one ridiculous piece which they give to Chica to do. So she keeps practicing it, and that's 90% of the rest of this episode. It's just her practicing this one, literally this one dance move over and over and over again. And then Dia
So,
sees, or Conan sees how hard she's practicing on the beach, and then tells her to give up if she can't do it by tomorrow morning.
so another problem I have is like you see the other girls just all sitting there watching Chica for hours. They're just
Instead
sitting
of
there
practicing,
doing nothing. They
instead
could
of doing
be
their own practice.
exactly. Like I just
Mhm.
don't get it. It's just why?
I will say there is one part on this episode that made me laugh so hard.
Mm.
There's literally one part where Chica's running. So you and Rico are sitting on the steps watching her practice. Because, like you say, that's all they do
Is
throughout
this
this
where she
episode.
continues to just face plant into the ground
Yeah,
again?
yeah. But
Me
there's
too.
one part.
Watashi
There's
mo.
one part. There's one part very specifically. So you is sitting down, and Rico comes and sits beside her, and then they turn to the camera. And they watch Chica. She's running along the beach, and then it's like she slams into an invisible wall.
Oh, I don't think I.
She's
don't
like
think I
running
catch
full
that.
speed, and then she just falls back on her butt. It's like literally she just stops. Like it's like she slammed into a wall, and she just falls back on her butt, and she's like, "Oh, ita," and I'm like, "What did she hit? There's nothing on the beach. Like, what is she? What did she
Yeah,
run
because
into?"
her momentum, she should have been falling forward. And you know the amount of times she like hit her face on the ground. I'm like,
I know.
do your arms not work? Like
I
I
know.
know you're trying to do dance
I know.
routine, but like when you have fight and flight response, your arms are just going to naturally like fall in front to try and break your fall. Like
No,
you don't
apparently
have to
not.
think of like if I'm falling, I don't have to think like, oh, well, I better put my hands in front of me or I'm gonna my face is hit the ground. Like
No.
what are we doing?
No, hers. She just flops her arms to the side
Oh
and
my
slams her face into the ground.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we see her practicing continuously through all night, and then at
Because
the
the
end we
girls have
see
nothing better to do with their lives than to just sit here watching her do this all
all
night
night.
long. Like
Yeah,
and they're like they all come out and they're giving her courage. Like what are we doing? Like
yeah,
like why?
and then we see what she was tasked to do when she goes through. We see their performance at the end, and we see them going through with with a performance, and then we see what they had her do, and it's like this advanced gymnastic thing that, like, I guarantee you, like, only like 50% of gymnasts can even do. I'm like, this is just stupid. It's like this jumping triple twist backflip, and like all this ridiculousness. I'm like, what are we doing?
And
And
that's
then
gonna be also like poor showcase. So like, okay, so you're at a concert though, like you're at a performance there, and everyone else is doing like this basic garbage, and then this one girl is like flying and spinning and doing all this like crazy stuff. It's like, wow, way to showcase you as a group. Like this one character stand out so much. This one person is
well,
just doing
not only that,
everything.
it's a slap. Not only that, it's a slap in the face of gymnasts to basically say that she can do this by just practicing it for a day.
That too, yeah,
No,
exactly.
no athletic ability, no strength, because it's shown that they can't even do a push up.
That
No
yeah.
core strength.
Like
They don't
who
have
was
any
it? Was
cardio.
it Hanama?
Hanamaru
Yeah, she tried to do a push up and
one.
she barely got one. And then Ruby was like, "Wow, that's so good." Oh, it's like,
Like
oh my
none of them could do
god.
push ups. None of them have any flexibility, any core strength at all. And yet she's doing these jumping triple twists, backflips, and landing perfectly. It's like, what are we doing? Like, I'm like, and she does is just one day of practice, perfect, done. It's like, come on, like, make it make sense. This is a part that irritates me because they do this all the time, and it's so unrealistic. It's so unrealistic. It's like this is
So,
crap that like the girls from News couldn't even do, and they were in better shape and more athletic than
well,
half of them.
I
It's like,
was actually going to bring that up. With like I could like if they had Eddie try this, at least she was like a ballerina
sure,
to an extent. Like she would be the only one to have a chance
maybe
to pull
Rin,
this off.
maybe Rin
Maybe
is
Rin because she's
semi-athletic.
like athletic, but again, Rin was supposed to be athletic, and then they really never showcased it. Like
No,
they were like, "Oh, she's
at
a
all.
tomboy character." That's the only reason why they said she was
Well, and
athletic.
she's supposed to be joining the track and field team, and she did track and field, but again, she has no cardio and can't even run.
Yeah,
So
and
it's
then
like
she's
again,
like,
that didn't
"Oh
even
well, I
make
don't
sense
want to."
either.
And the thing is, she complained about having to get up early. You should
I know,
already be getting up early if you want to be on a tracker team. Like, what? Like, that was
I know,
back in
I
the
know.
school idol project though. So
Yeah.
okay,
So
so
episode 7.
mhm. This is episode 20. Yeah, okay, yeah. It revealed that they made it to the finals.
Yeah. Again, don't
It's
know
like
how, but plot armor,
again,
I guess.
it's the same thing. It's like again, I don't know how. But yeah, they made it. So Maddie calls her father asking one more time, and he like to try to get because they're at
An extension.
87, and like, oh, I want extension. So he gives him like only 5 more hour, which again is just it's just dumb. So as time starts winding down, the girls are determined to stay up all night as the number continues to climb, and they get to number 94. Despite their efforts, they weren't able to reach the needed 100 students here. They got to like 98, right? They got like so close.
Yeah. And
And
then they close the application, and then her father says, "Nope, decision's final. Too bad, so sad. Deal with it."
okay, I know you have a lot to say about this, so I'm just going to let you talk here.
It's annoying to me as like a perspective of like, okay, so you're gonna tell your daughter who's been working 3 years to find a way to keep the school open that, oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart, you're too shy, which I mean, A shows significant interest. So significant interest in the last few days since their performance, which was only a day ago. They shot up about 40 applicants. They're in the finals now on a nationally televised event. And you're gonna tell me, sorry, you're too shy, so too bad, so sad, we're just gonna close the school? Even though you're performing in a national event coming up. It's like, make it make sense. It's like, what are we doing? Like, again, it's like any realistic person would at least wait until Love Live. Okay, you guys made it to this next round. I'll give you an extension till then.
It just proved that
Realistically,
he
it's how it
was.
should have been.
It just proved that he was too scared to do anything. Like he was too scared that they were actually going to succeed. Is kind of what I felt like it was, and he's just like, "Nah, beep beep beep." Like,
Oh, that's all it was. Like, it had to be something like that. It's either he wanted to force his daughter to do something else and not obsess over this. So it's like, I'll give you till here, knowing, okay, too bad. Oh, Nope, sorry, nope, you failed. Oh, too bad. But it's like, it makes no sense from a business perspective because it's like two people. It's not gonna make or break the deal. Like the fact that they came from 10 and got you all the way up to 98 should have been significant enough, especially with them going into the finals. I guess if they lost and they were not going to be in the finals of Love Live, whatever, maybe. But given the fact that it shows that in one day they went from 57 applicants to 98 in one day,
Yeah.
should have shown you there was significant interest moving in the direction of the school. Okay,
So
that's good. Let's keep it open. Let's keep everything open now until your performance in Love Live, the finals, since that's a huge nationally televised event, and let's see how you do then.
So yeah, of course the girls are discouraged here when while they're practicing. They're talking
Yeah.
about pulling out. They're like, "Oh, sorry." So the girl.
You're really telling on yourself, your Blossom.
No, chat about this. No, so yeah, the girls talk about not performing at the Love Live, and Chica says like, "No, we have to perform." And then they realize that they didn't become school idols to save the school, but they wanted to shine as themselves. It's just like, you
Well,
made
okay,
it to
first,
the finals.
okay, okay,
Why would you just be like, okay, I know
okay.
we should
Hold
just
on,
give up?
Chotamate. Hold
Mm.
on. So before that, Chica throws a tantrum, literally, because she's stomping her feet, like and pouting like a child, talking about how they're not going to shine if she doesn't care about shining, and she doesn't care about Love Live because the school's going to close, and that was the only reason. And she starts pouting and stomping her feet, literally.
Oh,
And then
I,
that's when the girls, who are apparently dumb and don't understand
is this
anything.
what she was having? Like she was on the jungle gym with her skirt. That skirt.
No, that was
Okay, that was
way
it.
earlier.
Okay,
So this is they're
okay.
on the roof, so they're on the school roof.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So the
They don't
girls
blend
call
together.
out. So
It's all
as
terrible.
she's pouting and going through her tantrum, the girls call out and go, hey. They get their attention like, we want you to perform. We want you to win Love Live and save the school.
That's right.
Because apparently they're dumb and they don't know how things work. They were already told it's closed with no way of reversing it. But apparently now they're going to reverse it. It's like, what are you guys doing? Like, what are we doing? Now, I do like the second part of this because they do say they want them to win so that their school name stays in the history book of Love Live.
That's what they should have done.
Just
And
said
that is it. Yeah.
Like, it just makes you look dumb when you're going, like, save our school. They literally told you they can't. It's not possible now. It's like, get over it. Let's move on. So then we have a waste of space with episode 8, which apparently they really need to buckle down. They really need to train real hard for the finals because they have nothing. Again, they have nothing, and it's weeks away. So they're going to go on a week trip to Hokkaido. That makes sense.
Okay. So they didn't have any money. But now they're just all going to Hokkaido. Sure.
But by plane. By plane.
By plane, of course.
Yeah.
So the girls do go to Hokkaido, and they were invited as guests to the regional preliminaries in there up in Hokkaido, and they have a conversation with the girls of Saint Snow before their performance, as they take note of how much that Aqua has improved. Right, like Saint Snow is like, oh wow, we actually like your like improvement is like so much better. Like, right. So we see that one of the girls from Saint Snow, I believe her name is Leia, right? Leia's the younger sister.
Yeah.
So Leia's like trembling before the performance, and only Ruby is like noticing it, which shows it's like a bad omen. And then it's like immediately showcased that they failed. Like Saint Snow did not make it. So I have a problem with this because they made it to Love Live the year before, right?
Yep.
Like, I get it. This was the younger sister episode. This was basically the Emoto episode, right?
Oh yeah.
So I thought this was I liked when they went sightseeing. I thought that was like, oh wow, I was like,
The
wow, that's
sightseeing was
actually a good
cute.
plot.
I
It was
hate the
like so cute.
ridiculousness. I hate the
Mm.
ridiculousness of Hanamaru, like showcasing like the ridiculous. I can't handle the cold, so I'm gonna dress in 75 layers,
Oh
and
yeah, oh my god, I just ignored it that part. I didn't even put
she's
it in my
like
notes
walking
there.
around. She's
She
like
like
walking
looks
around
like
like a sumo wrestler.
yeah, like
Yeah,
fat snowman.
yeah. She's like walking around, and like the way they're doing it's like they're making like the big stomping sound, like, boom, 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 as she like walks, and then she like tumbles over always and falls on them because she's like it's so ridiculous. It's like, what are we doing? Like, it's really not that bad. So they end up going to a cafe, to stop and eat, and nobody's inside. So Ruby takes her shoes off and apparently decides, hey, it's perfectly okay for me to go wander around this cafe in like the back area. It's not like in the eating spot. So she goes walking around and she ends up looking into a bedroom and sees Leia from Saint Snow on the bed crying.
Again, it's like, why is she back there? What is she doing? Like, no one would do that. Like, no one would ever do that.
That's what you know. He's
That's
just
like
gonna get up and
annoying.
just start
It was
walking around.
so. I was annoyed with it. I'm
It's
like,
like this
why?
clearly this shop is in a house. So yeah, let me just go wander around and see what see what I can see. It's like no.
And especially from all characters to do this, like Ruby is literally the last character who would do that. Like,
Chica would make
right?
sense. If
If
Chica
Chica
was
did
doing it,
it,
it
that
makes
would make sense.
sense.
Like, oh, look who I found. Like, I could have seen Chica doing that, but it just made no sense for Ruby to do it, like at all.
Hmm. So as they're eating, Leia basically says she's quitting the Saint Snow and she doesn't want anything to do with idols anymore. And Ruby is, upset by all this, and she's like, again, it's kind of like that little sister thing. Like, I'm connecting with you as a little sister, essentially.
I do think it's cute here that Dea and her sister. Forgot what's her sister. Her sister's name is Sarah.
Sarah, yeah.
Okay. Uh, they're like, oh, well, we grew up here. We love this town, and they want to grow up and like they want to the shop that they are working at, they want to own it, right? So I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that's like at least that is like cute little dream. Like that is good, right? That's nice,
Yeah.
right? Like that's cute. But yeah, because now, because her sister's graduating, and now the girls themselves start wondering like how their group will be when the third years graduate, right? So Ruby and Dia have a conversation about how becoming an idol made Dia happy, and she was happy to do it with her little sister and stuff like that, like which was cute. And then Ruby and Nia talk about like they talk about bonding because they have older sister and
Yeah, my older sister's better than your older sister.
yeah,
The amount of time
again.
they argued over this stupidity, I'm like, what are we doing? Like,
Again, the last person who would argue about anything would be Ruby-chan. And
I know.
I'm just like, why are they having Ruby-chan do that? Like, I just don't
It's
understand.
going back and forth in this pointless argument over whose sister's better. And then they both like stand in front of this lit up tree and they decide they want to do a concert to showcase their love for their sisters.
I do like the conversation that Ruby and Leia had where they were like, you know, doing our own thing can make our sisters happy.
Yep.
I kind of have like, maybe I think about this too. Maybe I connect with this a little bit. Maybe I don't know. So, episode 22 starts.
Well, hold on. You finish this one.
It's
Yeah,
over.
so
That's what I have.
shut up. So the girls, Ruby and Ems tell the older girls to go home, and that her, Hanamaru, and Yohane are going to stay behind for a bit to help out Leia because she's really sad. They want to help her out. So the four of them secretly go to Leia's and they start working on the song that they're going to sing for their sisters. So they go through and they do all this, and then they send a message to Mari to send Dia back to Hokkaido. Because again, They have money for all this.
Now they
So
have money again. Apparently, yeah, exactly.
so not only does she show up, Dia show up, they all show up. So all the other girls show up too. So then they go to have their performance. And I liked the performance initially when it was just Ruby and Leia. So
Wait,
the
wait,
two
wait,
of them
wait,
are
wait.
there, and
Chotomate. What episode are you talking about?
the episode where they're in Hokkaido.
You know that was split into 2 episodes, right?
No,
Yeah, episode 22, right?
oh
Episode
maybe
Yeah,
I wrote it on episode 8.
you just no, because episode
Oh,
22 I have like Ruby wants to help Ray come up with a song.
oh okay, then
So the
yeah, so
first
that's
year
what it is.
okay. Okay, well, we
Yeah,
are done
yeah.
with that episode too.
I see it
That's why I was
split.
like,
I
what are
see
you
it split.
doing? Yeah, I was
Well,
like,
there was nothing more. It's all base. It all should have been one episode. They didn't need 2 episodes for this. It's
okay,
nonsense.
that's okay. I was like, wait, did I make a mistake? Because that means
No,
I
because I
have
had
a
it
whole
split up. There was
episode.
like half and half in my notes, so it's like
Okay,
yeah. Anyways, so yeah,
we'll just
so
continue. So yeah, this is part of
anyways,
episode
they all
22.
perform. Yeah, yeah.
So,
It really doesn't matter because like most of it is all the same nonsense.
okay, so this song, I really hate what they did here, where they had Ruby and Naya write a song for their sisters.
Yeah.
I liked the beginning, the visuals were good, the music was good, and then the music completely changes, and then all the girls now know the song and the dance and
Well,
everything.
and they're all in outfits.
And
they all have
they're all in
outfits. So it's all
outfits.
perfect.
I'm just like, what? No, this is so bad. It's like they were
Yeah, I know.
afraid to. They were so afraid to make song without everyone included. So like,
I know.
no matter what the story said, they all had to sing and dance, like all
know.
of them. Okay, so episode 23. I did like the outfits though. The outfits were cute.
Yeah, the outfits are cute. Like I said, I think it just could have been done better than what they did. And like I say, this was a waste of 2 episodes.
Oh, it what? Again, they
Like
did.
again, they're not
no
training. They're not doing anything. The writing songs to showcase the love of their sisters. Okay, there you go. Waste of money because they're flying back and forth to Hokkaido twice.
So episode 23 is the New Year's Day. I actually really like the girls' kimonos because, of course, I'm a sucker for kimono. If you could not tell, look.
Yeah, for the whole 5 seconds they were wearing them.
That's the thing. That was my next thing. Is like you only showcase them for like 5 seconds.
Literally, and then they immediately switched to their other uniforms. Like, what are we doing?
So the girls have come to peace at the thought of losing the school to an extent, though. And then Sarah and Leia come to help the girls train, and the girls practice convey. They are told like, oh, you have to like learn to convey your feelings to the crowd and stuff like that. And so my problem is, again, like Sarah and Leia come and they're like, wow, you girls are like so out of shape. Like you girls are like you guys have like
You need to work
so
harder. Like you're so bad.
yes. And they
I was watching this. I was watching it with them, and I was like, finally, somebody freaking said it. Finally. I was like, there is no reason that it took this long for somebody to tell them this. Like,
exactly. So
yeah,
Mary is said to become the director of the new school as well. I
she was
believe.
offered. Yeah,
she was offered it. But she's going to leave and study in Italy. And then we also
she's gonna go to university in Italy.
Mhm. And then we also learned that Kanan and Dia also have plans for their future. I actually like this episode because they take the 3 third-year girls. They're taking like they're taking everything like in really good stride. Like they're taking things and they're looking at things like adult though, right? They're not like, whoa, I want to just be with you guys forever. Like no, they're like, we actually have a future. I actually really like this episode.
I was
Till
okay
the
with it
end.
until the ending. Yeah.
Exactly, me too. I said just the same thing. I really, really, really love this episode. I said it's a really good look for these girls because they're like, we have a future that we have to work, like we need to like think about, and all the girls have their own plans and stuff like that. And it's like, it's good. I like it. And then Mary has been like, thankful for their friendship and has learned a lot, with Dia and Kanan. And so Mary gets her license and they're driving around so they can like find a star because Dia, Kanan, and Mary, like when they were younger in their first group, they kind of did the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Yes? Thank you for that.
I'm so jaded with the ending of this episode. So yeah, so they go through and it showcases their flashback and it showcases their wanting to find the star.
So I literally put, this is my notes. This is literally my notes. Mary gets her license and drives them to find a star. Wait, what? I literally put that in my notes.
So they all get called. They all get called to Chica's house. So Chica comes out and they're all there. And she's like, what are we doing? Like, it's raining out. We're like, what are we doing? So then a van pulls up and it's revealed that Mari, scarily, got her license. And she's now in this, like, van. She's gonna go ahead and drive. They're just gonna go driving around.
I'm sorry. I just don't know any high school girl that's like, yeah, I want a van. I want my first car to be this big van. Like, what do we? Okay, I mean the only excuse I can make is like, okay, maybe Maddie's family just has like a bunch of different cars, right? It makes sense.
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, so like that's my thing of okay, she probably just has like so many different cars, right? So like whatever.
Yeah. So they go through, and again they have it set up where they're driving around the van and they're looking for this star, and Mari goes, "Let's go!" And then she goes and she revs up the van off a cliff, and they go flying through the air towards the sky. Because apparently, yes, she has a flying van. And there's rainbow smoke shooting out from the van as they fly up to the sky. They're going by the moon. The only thing I can think of is if she drove them off a cliff and this is all just a dream from them, like all in a coma or something. None of this happened. It's the only way I can explain how bad this is.
I cannot sit here. Like, there's no way I can hear anyone argue that Love Live Sunshine is better than School Idol Project. There's just no possible way.
Surely for this one episode, how can you tell me that, like, a flying van that's flying through the sky, like, make it make sense? Like, come on. Like, this is pure nonsense.
Yeah, but it's the connection. The great connection and the storytelling is just so good.
Yo, there's so dramatic storytelling. It's so adult-like. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, adult-like, okay. So, yeah. So
anyway, so yeah, that's roughly where that ends.
Yeah, they make it to like this balcony thing, and then they're wishing on like, they're like, oh yeah, let's they're like, oh well, we wish the rain would stop or whatever, and then the skies clear up, and they get to see the beautiful stars together, and that's how this episode ends. It's just
outside of the flying van, it was good. They just wasted with the flying van.
That's the problem again. It's like, how many times have I said this episode was great, except for this one thing that completely destroyed the entire episode.
I know.
So episode 24 starts, and the students at the school are like, let's hold a school festival. Even despite the recent news, this will be like one of the last chances to have like a lot of fun.
Our closing school festival.
Oh yeah, closing school festival. So like, the town people can come in, and we can have like one more big fun thing to do together as a school, right? Mm-hmm. So I literally put here, a lot happens, but nothing I feel is worth talking about.
Well,
It's just a school festival episode, like
well,
the
that's just
maid
it. Most of it, if
cafe.
you've
Just
seen a school festival episode, you've seen it all. Like, okay, Johanne
yeah,
holds a fortune telling booth, and then like Mari's selling her stew, and Dia and Ruby do like a quiz show. Like it's just again, it's just basic, stuff that you would see all the time at a school festival. Like your shops, your stalls, like all this nonsense, right? And then beyond this, they just reflect on the closure and the experience of being at the school.
once again, I put another whole episode where basically they spend no time dancing or practicing. I literally put that in my notes
Well,
because
and the worst part is before the last episode ended, Saint Snow gives them a practice schedule. Do we see them following it? No.
And the girls are like, wow, this looks tough. This looks tough. And then like the girls like, this is like our basic we do every day. Like, what are you
Yes.
talking about?
And the
Like,
worst part
again.
is again, it's like this is not too far now from the Love Lives at the Akiba Dome. And again, they're not doing anything. Again, they're not training, they're not showcasing anything. So it's like, again, what are we doing?
Thankfully,
So, yeah,
we only have
episode
2 more
12
episodes left. So,
I know. So episode
Episode
12
12.
comes.
or 25.
Yep.
The girls make their way back to the shrine that Muse often visit for some reason. And again, the girls from their school went to this shrine and wrote like their wishes there. Like, so you're telling me a bunch of girls from their school went all the way to Tokyo to write at this shrine? For all we know,
in hopes that the girls go to the shrine to see it. Of all the shrines in Tokyo, they all know about this one shrine, and they all go to this one shrine.
Like, unless I missed it, I don't remember Chika like telling everyone in the whole school like, oh yeah, this is where Muse was. Like, this is the shrine they went to. Like, because there's no way that any of these girls would know what this shrine is. Like, at all. Like, it just makes again, it's just so they tried to copy
They worry
the
so hard.
first episode
I know.
or the first like Love Live School
The
Idol
series?
project.
I know.
So they tried to copy everything and they forgot to make this one unique at all.
I know.
Like,
that's
oh my
it's the biggest problem with it. They had the right formulas. They had the right the character designs were really good. They had a lot of things. They just dialed down the personality quirks and followed the same formula. Showcase some training. Showcase them working through the music stuff. Showcase them like actually performing and doing a lot of these things. Like Muse showcase themselves by doing performances. They had outside of major things like the prelims, the finals. That's it. You see them do one promotional video, one that wasn't for those. One. And she came up with the idea, and it was when they were standing on the rooftop singing, and they had the lanterns in the background.
So, Daya asks like, okay, well, why are you performing? And do they want to win? And it's like, well, yeah, duh. Like, of course. And like, if you're asking these questions the day before, something tells me you should not even be there. Like, if you don't know your reason for performing at this stage, what are we even doing here? Like, what are we even doing here? And then, of course, just like the Muse girls did, they just had to showcase this dumb pillow fight scene. Like, it made no sense. There was no reason for this at all. I just don't understand.
That's just it. We have to have a pillow fight like Muse.
Why?
Is just this weird book that Muse wrote where they showcase that they had a secret pillow fight during one of their training
Again, because no one,
overnight trip.
no one should ever know that. Okay, so apparently there's a book on everything that Muse did, but they didn't want to leave the trophies and stuff at the high school do. Yeah, okay,
I
that's
know.
great. Like, what are we doing here?
They want
Like,
to
what
take
are we
those memories with
actually
them.
doing?
They want to take those memories with them, but everyone knows
Oh my
about their
god.
when they were training by themselves alone in the mountains. Everyone knows exactly what they did. Like, okay, come on. Like, what are we doing? Like, come on. So of course
I
they
was
go and
just
they have their
again so
performance.
okay. So we get
Oh yeah,
but right
sorry, we
before the
forgot.
performance, we get like a short. Oh, okay. We get a short showcase of all the girls, again being grateful for being here, and
Yeah,
Chica presents the paper that had a zero, and she's like, "I'm really happy with the progress that we all made," which again we didn't see any of it, so like sure, whatever. I really did like the outfits, and I
yeah,
don't think the song was very bad. I think the song was good too. But, like the song was good. It was
yeah. It
decent
was
song.
one of the better ones of the series
Well, I mean,
for the few that they
I was
show.
about to say like the with how much they showcased. Like yeah, they showcased what like 4 songs maybe 4 5 maybe.
5, yeah,
And one
not a
of the
whole
songs
lot.
I think was like a partial, right? Like I think one was like only like half shown.
Which is just shit. They like rarely ever show a lot of this stuff. Yeah, so they go through and they perform, and then pretty much the end of that. And
Episode
then yeah, episode
26.
13, the final ending.
I literally put they win Love Live somehow. Like,
Yeah,
just
that's
don't
what I said too. Start off with a bunch of nonsense of how they somehow won.
So Chica's dog has puppies, and Rika also gets a dog. Rico gets a dog, I guess,
Yeah,
because
because she
now she's
loves
so
dogs
comfortable
now.
with them. She loves them. Like wow.
Yeah, yeah. So then they
So,
go and they start off with their having their graduation slash closing ceremony.
so all the students are just allowed to now paint all over the school because it's closing, right? So it's great. So the girls make more memories together. Rico plays the piano at the school. Maddie gets her diploma and she's shocked that she gets a diploma despite her being the director, but she's still also a student though, so like I don't know why she was shocked. She's like, well, I get a diploma too. Like, yeah.
I
Like
get one too. It's again, of course you do. You graduated. Like, what are we doing? Like, how do you think you're going to college in Italy? Like, what are we doing? Like,
so we see
so
them
yeah,
walking around, of course. It's just the same basic garbage.
well, that's just it. It's just a closing graduation stuff. They walk around.
Why?
They share their memories.
So I had a problem. Shocker, right? I had a problem. So like they leave the school and they close the school gates together. And then we see like Chica playing around. Oh no, we see Mary,
With a
Dia,
paper
and
plane.
yeah. First off, we see Mary, Dia, and Conan leaving, right for their like different parts, like their new adult lives or whatever. And then
Yeah,
Chica's playing with a paper airplane on the beach here. Uh, and then afterwards, she sneaks back into the scooter. Like, why? It's like we already did this. Like this whole episode was how many times are you just gonna like showcase like this stuff? Oh, the memories. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I really, really hate the end. Like, okay, so she finds a paper airplane on the school roof where like the journey really began and everything like that. So then
yeah.
she gets into the gymnasium and like there's just a like everyone from the school is there again. Like we really did this. Like, why are you doing it again? Like, stop.
Well, and the worst part is they go, "Oh, Chica, you're late again." Late to an event she didn't know about? Sure, sure. Let's go with that. Like, because yeah, that's what you were expecting. You were expecting an airplane or a paper plane to go flying magically to the school just to have Chica show up to this event she was not told about to do this secret performance.
And then yeah,
Like,
the curtains raise up, and the rest of the girls, even the ones who left, are apparently there in their school uniform. Like, just make it stop.
And they're telling
Like,
Chica they want to sing with her and dance with her one last time.
why? The Love Live should have been the last time they did that.
I
Like,
know.
the musical number was just okay, and they performed it in their school uniforms, which is again was just okay. I had problems with the first season, and I had even more problem with the second season.
Well, because at least the first season it showcased them training and performing a lot more than it did this half. There's so many episodes in this second half, this second season, where literally nothing happens. Like
That's the
majority of this
problem.
season, you could cut out. Like realistically, like there's very few episodes you actually have to watch.
That's sad. That is sad. For for a season that has like 13 episode, you can cut out easily 4 or 5 episode, and you would never miss
I'd argue more than
anything.
that. I'd argue more than that.
I'm trying to be a little generous here. It's terrible. So, okay. The things I liked about this anime, the animation, the character designs are like good. The things I didn't like, the anime quirks or the character quirks, like the fallen angel or the Zaru or the beep 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 that Dio does. Like, just every single character quirk that they had was just overplayed. These characters were so one-dimensional. They were so stuck at being in character. It's like they forgot how to write like normal people, which is what makes like anime to me like special, is like when you can really connect with a character because the scenes and the story sounds like it could have actually been someone's like someone's life. Like the girls from School Idol Project, though, I couldn't believe that their progression could have brought them a chance to win Love Live and even
Well,
win
that's
it,
just it.
right? I
But you've
couldn't
seen
believe
it
that.
because you
Yeah.
watched it. You literally watched their progression. You watched their training. You watched them grow
And here
as
there was none of
performers.
that.
Nothing.
So before I let you go into your final your final take, I give this 6.2. It's just bad.
Yeah.
I will never watch this ever again. I will literally tell you that right now. I will never ever watch this ever again. Anyone who I know who wants to ever watch like Love Live, I will only show them School Idol Project though. I'm never gonna ever show this one to them because I just don't feel like it's worth it at all. So the background music was good. The songs that they showcased were just, they had like one good one and then everything else was just either fine or just not good in my opinion. So yeah, I gave it a worse score than I did the first season. The first season I gave 6.4 and this one I gave 6.2. It's just, it's bad. I'm never going to watch it again. So
Yeah.
yeah, you can go.
Yeah, again, similar. Like I love the character designs. I liked a lot of the artwork. I like a lot of the background. Like they had the right scenery, they had the right area, they had a lot of really good things going for them. But again, the execution was just so poor. Like again, they were trying so hard to copy and paste, but in the wrong ways. It's like they literally either went way too literal with, oh, third years recruit to the first years recruit, or like the second years recruit the first, recruit the third. The president is dead set against this. Then you got the quirky person who wants to support them, and it's like they went way too hard on those aspects, just copy and pasting the story instead of finding their own. Like they could have done similar if they wanted to take the approach of, I would have been okay with each one of the Love Life series focusing on like school closure in Japan, and they wanted to showcase their school closing and want to showcase them trying to save it. I would have been okay if they went with that, but again, come up with their own rest of the formula. but keep the elements that made the show good, which was showcasing them training, showcasing them actually working hard, showcasing their performances, showcasing a lot of those things where they're building together, coming up with the dancing, coming up, doing the practicing, doing the singing, doing the writing, doing all these things together. Where again, it felt like a lot of them were all doing things separately and all doing things individually and not actually showcasing anything. Like, I think that's where a lot of the issues was the first time, and you don't get any emotional connection with these girls at all. Like, you get nothing. So like, I cried throughout the first series, but I felt nothing in this series, like, at all. Like, there was absolutely nothing to do with this one. So it's like, yeah, there was a lot of issues with this series here that they could have done so much better. The personality quirks were just way too over the top. Like, even if you look at Nozomi, like, she was the spiritual one, but she showcases like, oh, the cards told me this. She wasn't going like, I had a spiritual awakening and the cards told the angel demon. Like, she wasn't going like over the top ridiculous with a lot of her personality stuff. So like I said, I think they went way too over the top with this one, and yeah, for me, like with you, it lowered it down quite a bit. So like, I had this at like the 6-3, and like, this absolutely ruined the series for me. Like, I couldn't go past it. Like, there's still 3 other generations of Love Live. I haven't even seen any of them because just how bad this series was in particular. I just couldn't get past it and go on. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try some of the other ones now, but yeah, I couldn't with this one. It was just so bad.
Maybe we'll wait till next April to
Yeah, next
showcase
music month.
next music month or hype. So maybe we'll try it out next year.
At least
But-
one of them.
Yeah. We'll debate ours in it and see. Maybe it's like, oh, is it better or what? We'll see. But hype. Okay, well, I don't have anything else to say, so I guess that's it.
No,
Do you have anything more? Okay.
no, I think that's it for this episode.
Well, I am. Listen, if you listen through this, and you are a fan of this show, that is fine, right? Like, everyone has opinion. It's just that we
wrong.
just didn't. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong sometimes. You can't always be right. Which is why you listen to our podcast, because we're always right? So
Exactly. So we'll
but
tell
no.
you these things.
So if you like it, that's fine. We just had a
It
lot
wasn't
of
our
things
cup
that
of
we
tea.
didn't
It wasn't our
enjoy.
thing. Yeah.
Exactly. So, thank you again for watching. Follow us on all of our social, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify. Share. Giving us a like on our videos, I think, like, also help too. Like, it gives us like motivation.
Like, comment.
Yeah, all
Yep.
of that stuff is very engaging with us, like, gives us more motivation to continue and stuff like that. So we really appreciate those who do that. Share if you really liked it, please share with your friends and stuff like that. So yeah, we've got more things, I think, like, we're doing a lot, right? And so we have more things coming as well. So
Yep.
always
Yep.
keep an eye out for updates, especially on TikTok. We update like everything. All of our stuff is on TikTok mostly, so definitely go check out that one. And I think we also do on Instagram, but we're not many people follow us on that one. So
No. But yeah, I think that's it for today's episode. Again, thank you everyone, and we appreciate everything, and we'll see you guys next episode.
bye bye, matane.
Bye-bye.
See you next time.